somehow, some way, we have made it to the final 2 weeks of the college softball regular season. We've got the Iowa Hawkeyes visiting the Michigan State Spartans right here on Big Ten Plus.
Gotta say, I like how Holly's framing these ones when she gets a chance. Both those strikes were aided by her.
And she will go down swinging. Young, 1 up, 1 down. Cassidy tries to switch it up as we have the 3-1 pitch, avoiding walking Bennett, but it will be a walk.
That's gonna be walk number 30.
She's played all but 1 game, and she started all 44 of those games, as that one will go over to left field and will get caught by Peyton Conroy, the shortstop, running her way over all the way to that foul line, as that'll be the 2nd out.
That she is.
As that one will go over the foul line, and with the catch is Miss Kendall Smiley here as they run it in to close out the inning.
So even when you compare them to each other. The top 3 in the batting order are the same exact amount of RBIs with 24. They just need to get on base and give them a chance.
And something that's different about these 2 lineups is that you'll see with Michigan State, it's in there as we
looking
look
for the check back is what it is. So that's not what we were looking at right there. There seemed to be some confusion, some discussion, but between the home plate and the first plate umpire.
McDonald Kelly, and a little bit of a talk with Holly there, as she will be retired.
I think that the home plate umpire believed that there was a chance for that one to be checked, but as we saw in the replay, that
as Sydney Dolazecki will take the plate for Michigan State, makes contact early, back over to Simon, but Dolazecki crosses safely to first base and will become the first base runner.
The strike zone would be the same as it was for the Hawkeyes, and it has been the exact same so far.
That's exactly what we want, as Cash makes contact with the ball. It will go out, but caught by Bennett in center field.
Playing that bottom right corner.
As Bashirs will get a little bit of that one. It'll be thrown over to first and in time. Jackson over to Trenton to retire the inning. Once again, absolutely a 2-time Nevada Gatorade Player of the Year coming in to Iowa City, as that one will go over to right field, and I see it kind of rolling over to McLean right along the fence. Michigan State baseball away this weekend, facing the Michigan Wolverines, so not too far, just a quick trip to Ann Arbor. As it's looking like Trenton will be trotting over to first base.
So it seems it will have been an intentional walk. There was some confusion with the 3-2 count on the walk, but can even see some of the Spartan outfield a little confused as well. Very smart for not getting too far off that first base. Was able to just trot her way back.
Yeah, if there's anything about her, she has some flair to her. Avery Jackson, but that will go out easy to Sydney Dolas.
Spartan team on the other side built through a lot of transfers.
As she'll take a quick little swing at that, really try to make it, but not in time. Very, very speedy, but not.
Another full count for her.
No, this isn't something that I'm sure she's used to, as that one will go over to Jackson, and it looks like Trenton not only didn't catch it, but she got there on time anyways, and makes a dive over to second. First base was telling her, go, go.
And that was Jerry Jones behind first base, the umpire.
It's Kendall Smiley making quick work, but this time the Hawkeyes have got it under control, as Smiley will head back the Spartans. That one will go all the way back here, scoring Greer.
She got Greer in, Colette Allen.
Yes, making a quick switch to Colette. We weren't expecting her to come up, but she came and made an immediate impact on this team.
She came in place of Natalia Kenyatta. And Colette Allen, she had a big home run just a week ago. Now she gets a runner in, getting another RBI on the season.
I don't know if she was expecting this one. I'd be surprised if she was suspecting this one. She'll try to end this early as we have just one out, and she did it right there here. Straight into her glove. We'll see if she can do it again. Is it still a 3-2 count? She gets a load of that one too, but that one's looking like it's popping up and right in to the glove of Jenna Young.
For this game, see if she can finish it off.
As she'll swing, but she'll try to make it over and not in time. Holly trying to throw over to Cash, but
Beat in person before.
and we are back up to the top of the lineup as Young shows bunt, but doesn't make it in time. However, 340 feels a little bit later as Bennett gets a hold of that one, but it goes out. And a catch for Dolozeki out in center field. Hoping to make more of an impact this time around as that one will go out to Smiley. Oh my goodness, could not be caught as she will make her way all the way around to second and in the process scoring Devin Simon. We have a 1-1 game here in East Lansing.
Look at the contact here. Smiley, she's looking at the ball, not even at the wall. Ricochets off.
She got a load of that wall in her face, I fear.
Yes, that is not what you want to see, but on a more positive end, at least for the Iowa Hawkeyes, you can see the speed on this. Would be ahead 0-2. She's falling behind.
Barry swings at that one, but Smiley kept her face forward that time, made that catch, and ends that half of the inning for Michigan State. As we have the first pitch of the bottom of the third. Holly swinging early, but Simon right underneath. She didn't have to run, just a couple steps forward.
Back.
Just reaching up, and nope, it's there, just as it should be. Dolozeki going over to Jackson, not in time. 2 up, 2 down. Hawkeyes looking.
Yeah, they get out of the inning quickly.
Cash lied out in her first at-bat and in her second at-bat. Quick. I was extending the half of the inning there with all of my quicks. No, that is a vast majority of the innings pitched by those two. As we have a 3-0 count, Cassidy falling very behind in that one. And that is 1, 2, 3, 4. Johnson walking over to first. Getting her way back. She'll try to work Lindsay out. As that one will go behind, and Johnson sneaks her way into second.
The wild pitch allowed Johnson to move forward into scoring in the back of her mind as well. She has no room for error.
We've seen Holly before. She's a very athletic player, but she wasn't even as that one goes out. Hawkeyes pulling ahead. Spartans struggling. Hawkeyes capitalizing. Lindsay making her way around the bases, getting some helmet taps from the Hawkeyes. And that, one of our camera ops will be grabbing that as we have a 3-1 game.
Now that one manages to stay dry, but I mentioned just a second before that ball was hit Olivia that there's no room for error for Carson Cassie anymore. And I think that kind of just kicked open the door, and I have to imagine that just stamped the seal on the invitation to the Mullins game, as she might not be able to be the type of pitcher who can go first inning to 7th inning and get the entire game done. But when you need someone to come in and finish off an inning where you're falling behind, she is the woman you want to call on.
As for Roman, another slap hitter for the Hawkeyes. She steps forward, and then she'll continue stepping all the way over to first base. Mullins, Spartans can pull one out. 2-2 count. She'll make contact, but Conroy is right underneath. Second out of this one, quite a bit. 2 runs. 2 runs already for the Hawkeyes. Young makes contact, but it'll go up and over to Colette Allen. And that will retire the Spark late, no outs. 3-1 game as the Shears will make contact. That one will go over towards the dugout, and Brianna Johnson has the catch. Quite a showing from Johnson early on.
The bounce.
They keep coming back. So lots of respect to the officials as Greer will take that one over to Jackson, and not in time. Johnson again with the put out as we have 2 early outs. Not as quick as the last inning for sure.
Olivia I behind their bat.
Get a 1-1 count. She'll get a load of that one and try to run really fast, but once again, not in time. 3 up, 3 down for MSU. Hawkeyes will look to extend their lead as we take it in that Michigan State bullpen. It's a 3-1 count for Bennett. It goes over to Greer, and she thought she got it over to Cash, but official doesn't think so.
Getting their arms right. Now he's leading the entire team, commanding the ship.
As we look like we get a call, and Bennett is called safe. Obviously, we thought otherwise, but we would like to point out that the looks that we have are a little bit different as we look at the play. Greer bobbling a little bit, but she was still able to get it over to Cash. As Rivera is up to bat, but easy out there. However, Bennett making her way over to second.
I'm wrong for 1, maybe 2 innings that you need her, but once you start to get 3, 4, even 5, that's when the wheels start to shake a little bit and the gaps kind of start to show. The flaws start to and going into the future.
Johnson getting a hold of that one. Dolazecki underneath. Runners trying to move here. And because of that bobble, got a Hawkeye scoring. Is she safe? She is out. Hands on the head. She calls herself safe. Fred says no good.
And Hannah Hawley is the savior for the Spartans on that play. Cash able to get to her in time. There is a lot going on in this play, Olivia.
Yeah.
Dolazecki's able to catch it, throw it in, but then there's some issues of whether it should go to third base or to second base. They try getting it to second. That doesn't work out because the second basewoman.
For Allen, as it is getting wet in East Lansing. She'll make her way over to first base, a walk. The amount of umbrellas, I would not have thought this far. As once again showing bunt, getting Allen out at second. She'll retire urology, or is it manifestation? That is the real question.
That's a good point. It's very true.
We got an 0-2 count. Adams looking for one more. She won't get it just yet. 1-2 count now.
Now if they have a runner on base, they have a real chance to climb back in this one.
Oh, absolutely. And that one didn't help, though. Conroy striking out, heading back to the dugout. Spartans definitely almost as if she would, want to show bunt, but she always goes right back to swinging. That one, she will swing and go home. Some quick goal.
And Mullen has surprised pretty much every one of her doubters. She's been able to find a way to get more consistent throughout this game, and just as I say that, that one goes by. But yes, Olivia, you've been a lot of times where she's gotten ahead in the count, but then things get tied up and things fall apart.
And there's some slight falling apart. Once again, the fielding is great for Michigan State, but another base runner as Jackson finds her. Ojo pinch hitting for Roman, but that will be a strikeout. Ava Mullen snuffing out any hope that Ojo was providing for Iowa. Hyman singled, had a single in the third, and then popped out in the fourth. That one will be hit over. Fair ball over to Cash. She did a little spin after that.
Something went flying as well. I'm not sure.
Dolezeki will swing at that one, sending it back, but right underneath it is Bennett. She'll throw it in, and that'll be one up.
A couple years ago, found a place in the green and white.
As that one will go over into left field as Cash will be trying to make it to second, and she will get there successfully. A let's go come. I can see why that frustration's coming out, because I know for a fact Bashirs wants this for Michigan State. And she will walk her way over to first base. I'm sure there is a sigh as we've got a 1-1 count, just one out too. So Hawkeyes have to make up some ground. They've got to get themselves out of that situation, as that one will go over and get Bashirs out, but still have those batters at those corners.
Goldfish memory, making sure that you don't let anything from the past or present get too big.
Smiley will take that one, and she will be out at first. Coffinger made her
Get something going. Madison Taylor, she's started to work her way forward in counts, but then falling backwards.
as Young takes that one back and away, and Dolezeki was there to main character in a couple of controversial calls. Officials had to go back and look at some stuff that she's done a couple times, as once again, Sydney Dolezeki have a day, sending back-to-back Hawkeyes. And no time for mistakes, 2 outs. As that one will go over to Wash. Wash getting a taste of what she was showing Bun, and then all of a sudden wasn't, and then was all of a sudden on base. So maybe there's some secret sauce, but I don't know if that was the plan. Kenyatta getting that one to the back later this weekend, and one of the 3 that spent their entire careers in the green and white. That one over to Jackson, over to Young, over to Wash. Kenyatta heading back to the dugout. Wash will left-handed pitcher, as she will be sent home as you predicted. She'll go for the 2-2 pitch. Swings over. It is a fair ball. Holly rounding it out over. She'll stay safe on second. Arms up. Bila on third. Holly the hero. Do it. Some people gotta wear the same socks. Maybe she has to do that as she goes for it. Dolezeki out, and that will be it. Sue Jin Berry closing it out for the Hawkeyes with that catch. A 3-1 victory for the Iowa Hawkeyes, the 8th straight Big Ten win for this team, and they are 9-1 when scoring a home run as well, continuing that success. But 2 more games versus these 2 squads this weekend, one tomorrow, one on Sunday, and this one was close. So